go to Carolina.
Proud to be a South Carolina Farmer is a new series highlighting the backbone of America, farmers. We'll be traveling through the Low Country's back roads to show you an up-close and personal view of their day-to-day lives. Farming is not just a job for these families, it is a way of life.
Let's go to Carolina. We could start a new life.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Jeremy, so he can show us his amazing strawberry treats. So Chef Jeremy, if you'll tell us a little about your background and how you got started as a chef.
Well, I think like most kids, I said, Mom and Dad, can I get some money? And Mom and Dad told me go get a job. So I started out washing dishes on Sullivan's Island at like 15. And from there, I kind of remember peeking into the kitchen and watching the guys kind of cook. And the restaurant bug bit me, and I've never really left the restaurant.
Yeah.
I tell people the funny thing is I might own this place, but I still wash dishes.
Right.
You know, so part of the past that's never really kind of left me. But I think when I was young and you wanted money, that's what you did as a young person, was you went to a restaurant. Nowadays there's a million other ways to go make a buck, so it's kind of, you don't see as much of the younger crowd coming in, but that's how I got started.
From the ground up, huh?
Still there.
So then how did Bexley get started?
I think like most cooks, you know, you dream of owning a restaurant, or as most chefs, you kind of want to cook your food. And after many years of working for other people, I quickly, I guess not quickly, but after so many years, it came to me that if I ever wanted to cook food my way, I would have to own the place. So, you know, I kind of started working very hard at getting somebody to believe in me, to give me some money. And yeah, so we opened this, and that was really the only motivation, was to cook my food. I don't know, I had cancer 4 years ago, so I kind of felt like this was all borrowed time. I was on a steel table about to be radiated, and it dawned on me that it didn't matter what color my skin was, what I did for a living, or how much money I had in the bank. I was still on that steel table, so that's kind of how I live my life today. I remember riding around with Mike back there, who's making the bread right now, and him asking me if we wanted to really do furikake and crab fat caramel and all these kind of strange things in Somerville. And my response was, yeah, you know, this is kind of my one shot, and either we're gonna fly high or we're gonna crash and burn, but I can at least say I did it. And
That's right, you tried.
A year later, we're still doing it, so.
Yeah, well, there's so much amazing chatter going around about Bexley, and we're really excited to have you here.
Well, I feel very,
come to you.
Well, I feel very fortunate to have y'all. And as I say, you know, the town of Somerville has been very, very good to me. They believe in what we do. Our guests have become part of the fabric of what we serve in our restaurant, from the plates that we serve food on to the wonderful berries that we get from you, the melons. It is really amazing, the community as a whole that has kind of come together and has really supported us.
Right. So yeah, you are located right here next to the square, in the center, in the heart of Somerville, and you do have access to the farmers market. I don't know how much you get to visit over there.
Saturdays, I like to go kind of walk, and we'll kind of see what people have. A little bit here and there. There's a wonderful lady who makes bread over there that I worked with, that I like to go and kind of chit chat with from time to time. Her name is Claire. Yeah, I mean, kind of depending on what we're looking for, it's nice to have that in our backyard. Yeah.
And just having a passion to connect and collaborate with farmers is very unique. You know, all chefs, I don't say, would have that, because it's kind of sometimes easier, right, to mark off your checklist and have it dropped at your door. But the relationships and stuff that we build is always very special and unique for us.
I think that's what makes it kind of, you know, as I said, when you bring me berries and they still have pollen on them, I mean, that's something kind of very, very special. And my servers, they buy into what we're doing here, and we sell that. I mean, that is who we are, you know. And it is very nice to put a face with a name. You know, they talk about Karen at Hickory Bluff, they talk about Ray, they talk about all these people, and it is neat to see the connection kind of come full circle. 3 biggest compliments that I get inside of this place is A, the food's great, I love it. B, we love your playlist. We take music very seriously inside of here. I think it goes very hand in hand with what you're eating. For years, I never got to listen to music, so now we listen to music.
Jam.
We do, and it's a very eclectic mix, but we definitely take it serious. There's some posters on the wall of certain artists that we like, artists here locally that we like, and then the other thing that I get a kick out of, and I ran into two people today. I stopped by the Harris Theater for me before I came in here to get some food at the house for tonight, and they mentioned how great my staff was.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, I will tell you, that is the best compliment I can ever get. You
That's
know,
a big one, yeah.
it is
Super important, I feel.
Without them, this doesn't happen. You know, and I'll go to tables and I'll talk, and they say, "Wow, this is amazing," and I have to look back and say, they're the ones doing it. I mean, they really are. And it's, I think a lot of people try to think about what they don't have or what they want. And I always try to think about what I do have, you know, and what I do have is great people, and it's super important. And I just want to say thank you to all the people that work here at Bexley. I love you.
It definitely takes a team. So we thank you for sharing your story with us today, and we're super excited to see what kind of treats you've prepared.
Well, it's been a lot of fun coming up with something completely different. I've never actually made this dessert or plated this dessert, so maybe you can help me, and we'll make it super cool.
When we come back, what Chef Jeremy does with the Hickory Bluff Berry Farm strawberries will blow you away.
In Carolina, 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 Carolina.
Since 1991, Somerville Farmers Market has been a great tradition in historic downtown Somerville. Located at 200 South Main Street in First Citizens Bank parking lot behind Town Hall, the market showcases great varieties from local farmers and other vendors. There's something for everyone, including our four-legged friends. Enjoy some amazing live music, grab a bag of fresh popped kernel popcorn, or stop by our amazing food trucks. Get your shopping bags ready to go. Bring your family and friends to kick off the season. You can't beat a fun-filled day at the Somerville Farmers Market.
It's all about the bells and whistles, isn't it? Here at Stokes Honda North, we want to ensure that your ride is a more pleasurable one for you. It's true, some of these accessories are really just cosmetic additions to making your car look great. Naturally, we all want our car to look at its best. We also know comfort has to be a factor. That's important, right? But more importantly, some of these add-ons are truly necessary and can even help our car last much longer. We have so many accessories to offer for your new or used car here at Stokes Honda North. Our aim is to create that perfect look and feel for you. We'll always offer you those bells and whistles here at Stokes Honda North.
What sets Carolina Climate Control apart from other companies is each employee goes through a thorough screening process so we can ensure that we are sending qualified people to your home. Preventive maintenance is key, which is why we recommend 2 service visits per year. This ensures the lifespan of your equipment and also the comfort control. That's why we always take time to listen to our customers and answer them in great detail.
No matter what the climate, we control the comfort. Call Carolina Climate Control.
Welcome back with Chef Jeremy. He's going to show us how he's highlighted the Hickory Bluff Berry Farm strawberries.
Well, I like to pair, I don't know, strawberries and cream. Some people call it like a strawberry shortcake. So we're going to kind of play with strawberries and cream in that fashion. So we use some local buttermilk. We've steeped star anise, cinnamon, a little bit of Szechuan peppercorn and vanilla, ginger. We strain it. We set it. We also took your strawberries and we made basically a consommé, which is a fancy word for like a clarified broth of them. And we set that on top. So you basically have buttermilk and strawberry. So then we're going to kind of take your strawberries and we're going to play with different variations of them. We like to dehydrate things here a lot. I think that it intensifies the flavor. We can kind of take things and manipulate them a little bit. So we've made some fruit leather with sesame. Decided to put the black sesame because it looks like the seeds of the strawberry.
Phenomenal.
We dehydrated some strawberries as well. We've made a powder, which is just like a really intense kind of strawberry flavor. We will rim the glasses of our frosé with that powder as well, and a little bit of salt. We've compressed some strawberries with a little bit of basil simple syrup. Why mint? Why not basil? I don't know. I think basil and berries work very, very well, and so we've decided to do that here. And then we've taken some of that same consommé and we set it into some little cubes. We like to play around with some different flavors, so instead of a lemon curd, we've made a yuzu curd, which is just like a Japanese citrus, very, very reminiscent of like lemon, lime. It kind of adds that very, very fresh flavor to it. I've never actually plated this dessert, so I figure you and I are going to kind of play. I'll give you this.
Okay.
So those are your strawberries that we took, and we just simply cooked them down. We're going to put a couple of, I don't know, let's go dots.
All right.
So we like color here too, and that's one of my favorite things about spring is that everything's so colorful. It's got a lot of flavor, green, there's orange, yellow. We'll take some of our fruit leather. So, you know, we talk about music in here and how important music is. I like to look at food like it's music. So when we build a dish, we're making, I don't know, an A chord. How do you make an A chord? Well, they call it stacking thirds. In music, there's 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So they go from A, they skip B, they go to C, they skip D, they go to E. So you have A, C, E. It's a major A chord. And what we've done is we've created intervals, A, C, E. And that's kind of what we like to do here with the food as well. So we have hot, cold, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and we create these intervals kind of on the plate. And that's kind of how we look at when we create something, a few of those rules. If they grow together, they go together, you know? And then we try to play off what each one of these elements are, and then like I said, we try to take it and do something a little bit different with it.
It's amazing how you put it all together, and there's so many variations and options, and your mind is very creative.
Well, that is the fun part. If I had to do the same thing in here day in and day out, I'd want to shoot myself. So it keeps my cooks interested. As we were kind of talking, I got guys that have been one back there since 1999. He likes to say the turn of the century. There's one that lives in Aiken. He comes down 4 days out of the week. He's been with me for 13 years.
Wow.
He finished my sentence the other day. It's almost like we're married. There's another one that's about to walk in here that's been 8 years. He used to dog sit for me. I think he was 17 when I first hired him, and I used to tell him about how I'm going to open a restaurant in Somerville. Well, he just turned 27. So that's been 10 years of saying the exact same thing over and over. But you know, I think it's important. You gotta believe it and live it, and the lows make the highs and the highs make the lows, however you kind of want to say it.
Yeah, you created it. That's amazing.
So we have your berries that we've kind of compressed in a little bit of simple syrup. If you would, you want to pick some, we like the little tiny, tiny basil leaves, and we'll kind of garnish with some basil to kind of bring it all back together. Okay, we can just go kind of intermittently. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer. As we were kind of talking, there's a few rules of Bexley. A is to have fun. I used to work for this lady downtown, and I would bring her things, and she'd be like, I don't know. I just want it to be fun. And then I'd say, what does that mean? Does that mean more salt, more vinegar? I still don't know what it means, but I find myself in here saying the exact same thing. I want it to be fun. Thank you, sir. Right there, and slide right behind you. So we took some meringue, and once again, we like to, I don't know, dehydrate things. So we took it, we dehydrated the meringue overnight, and that's just going to kind of add another little crispy element to our dessert. And it'll give it a little bit of flavor, kind of tie everything in together. Boom. Boom. And we're going to call that
Terrific.
Buttermilk and Strawberries by Hickory Bluff and Bexley Fish and Raw Bar.
So, Chef Jeremy, I'm really curious about the leather here, the fruit leather.
A couple things that we said: basil and strawberries. We also think champagne and strawberries. So we took some champagne, we took some strawberries, and then we took some black sesame. We pureed it. We spread it out on a sill pat, which is a very fancy word for, thank you, Mike, a non-stick, I don't know, mat, yes. And then we just dehydrated it, and it kind of comes out like a fruit roll-up, but it should be super intense. We also added a little bit of Szechuan to it, so it's got a tiny bit of spice, kind of play off the sweet that's going on the plate.
Okay, so Chef Jeremy, so this is the fish and raw bar. Right. So you also kind of collaborate with the fruit as well.
We do. I remember telling my business partner that you know, I'm going to redefine what raw bar means to me. I didn't really want to be stuck in a tiny little box of having to serve raw seafood, which we do and I love to do, but I also love tomatoes and I love produce, and I kind of want to showcase that aspect of what we can do inside of here as well. So yeah, the berries, the fruit, whatever we can kind of get our hands on, really.
Yeah.
That looks great. And
the preparation isn't so much cooking then?
Not really. You know, we, like I said, we kind of take a great product, and for this instance, we didn't have to apply really any sort of heat to it. We could have cooked this a little bit and it would have helped speed up the process, but you know, for what we were doing today, we just pureed it, dried it, and made it happen. Yeah. More
of the natural element, right?
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, people ask in here, how do you do that? And then we tell them and they're like, that's it? And it's like, it really, I mean, that's kind of it. You know, we, I don't know, just start with like the basics. It's kind of like learning how to add before you multiply and divide. So we've kind of built these flavors and then we just kind of manipulate them and shape them a little bit different. But when you try this, you will taste.
Oh yeah, the flavor is phenomenal. All right, well thank you so much for your time today, and thank you. We'll be back next with Miss Ansley Turnblad with the Department of Agriculture talking about the Certified South Carolina Grown program.
In Carolina, Carolina, Carolina.
Since 1991, Summerville Farmers Market has been a great tradition in historic downtown Summerville. Located at 200 South Main Street in First Citizens Bank parking lot behind Town Hall, the market showcases great varieties from local farmers and other vendors. There's something for everyone, including our four-legged friends. Enjoy some amazing live music, grab a bag of fresh popped kernel popcorn, or stop by our amazing food trucks. Get your shopping bags ready to go. Bring your family and friends to kick off the season. You can't beat a fun-filled day at the Summerville Farmers Market.
It's all about the bells and whistles, isn't it? Here at Stokes Honda North, we want to ensure that your ride is a more pleasurable one for you. It's true, some of these accessories are really just cosmetic additions to making your car look great. Naturally, we all want our car to look at its best. We also know comfort has to be a factor. That's important, right? But more importantly, some of these add-ons are truly necessary and could even help our car last much longer. We have so many accessories to offer for your new or used car here at Stokes Honda North. Our aim is to create that perfect look and feel for you. We'll always offer you those bells and whistles here at Stokes Honda North.
What sets Carolina Climate Control apart from other companies is each employee goes through a thorough screening process so we can ensure that we are sending qualified people to your home. Preventive maintenance is key, which is why we recommend 2 service visits per year. This ensures the lifespan of your equipment and also the comfort control. That's why we always take time to listen to our customers and answer them in great detail.
No matter what the climate, we control the comfort. Call Carolina Climate Control.
I'm so excited to have my friend Ansley with us today from the Department of Ag as she tells us about the Certified South Carolina Grown program as well as the Fresh on the Menu program.
Hey Karen,
hey.
How are you? Happy to be here.
We're so thankful that you could come today and talk about this program through the Department of Ag. We're just wanting to know about the program, when it started, how it started, why it started, just the basic background of how it began.
Well, I can tell you all about it. So it started in 2007. We launched the Certified SC Grown program. There was a need in South Carolina for to identify South Carolina products. We did a lot of consumer research that said people wanted to buy South Carolina produce and products, but they couldn't identify them. So that was our first goal, is to help identify those products that were raised, grown, harvested here in our state.
Okay.
So 16 years later, I'm still at the South Carolina Department of Agriculture working with the Certified SC program. We've evolved to a Fresh on the Menu program, which is our restaurant program that we work with chefs, connecting them with farmers to source more local products on their menus. So both programs have been very successful and very well received by South Carolinians. And we live in a proud state, and our farmers and chefs are proud to support local products. So.
That's terrific. It is a very big impact, correct?
It does make a huge impact. It's not only supporting our neighbors, but it's also keeping our dollars in South Carolina. And we do different campaigns every couple of years to promote and keep top of mind awareness on consumers, for consumers, so that they are constantly buying South Carolina produce and products. Of course, when in season, and all those other items that are available year-round. So.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it kind of covers all bases in terms of you can now identify at farmers markets, grocery stores.
Yeah.
Now at restaurants.
Restaurants.
Any others that I'm missing?
There's community-based farmers markets. You mentioned those. CSAs, which is the community-supported agriculture that folks can sign up for a share. Agritourism has gotten to be a big thing lately, where farmers offer folks to come out to their farm and visit, whether it be a U-Pick operation, such as what you guys offer, or whether it's spend the night on the farm. So just different things to get the public engaged and involved and educate them about South Carolina agriculture and the importance of buying local.
Okay. And is there any particular signage or anything that people could look for whenever they're shopping?
Yes, we encourage them to look for the certified South Carolina logo at their grocery stores, on the product packaging, at any retail establishment where they buy their local produce and products. So the Certified SC logo and our Fresh on the Menu logo, we encourage restaurants to put that on their doors, so that when you walk in the door, you'll immediately know that they are supporting local farmers and fishermen and ranchers. And we also have a website where you can go and look at a list of all 2,000 plus Certified SC members, or 300 of our Fresh on the Menu restaurants. So both of those are great resources to find more local products, and always, look for the Certified SC logo where you shop.
Terrific.
And dine.
Okay. So hopefully we can get that link up so that they can click on that and look for that before they maybe go to a restaurant or something as well.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that there are some farmers in the state that maybe aren't aware of it and would like to maybe join the program and get their name on the list so people can support them as well. Can you tell us about that process?
I can, yes. So membership is free. So it's free for a farmer or producer to join the Certified SC program. There's an application process which can be found on our website. So once farmers join, then they're licensed to utilize the Certified SC logo in their branding and marketing efforts. They also get listed on our Certified SC websites. We also help connect them with farmers, with other chefs, with other buyers, depending on how large or small they want to be. So it's free advertising for them to be able to take advantage of the campaigns that we're running throughout the year. And also they have access to signage. We have some pre-printed Certified SC grown signs. Farmers are busy people, and so sometimes they don't have time to make their own signs. So we provide some signs for them to purchase for what it costs us to make them. So it's a very minimal cost to the farmer, and we try to do our best to help support their existing marketing efforts with our own. So.
Yeah, and it's very helpful. Even on the roadside markets, there's a lot of the South Carolina certified signage as well, from what I've seen.
Yeah, we have over 250 roadside markets now, and that number is growing every year.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
How are you?
Good. It's a beautiful Saturday.
Sure is.
Beautiful Saturday.
A lot of times farmers will either sell at roadside markets or your local farmers markets. Some of our larger farmers are able to get into the grocery stores, outlets. It just depends on the farming operation and how everyone is different. So.
Terrific. So can you tell us maybe what your thoughts are on maybe the future and the vision of the program, or do you see growth in it? Do you see a decline in the number of farmers, or
Not decline. If anything, growth. We know we have steady membership coming in every year. There's always a little rush in the spring whenever people get excited and start planting. I can always tell when my phone starts ringing, you know, the weather must be nice, and everyone is wanting to plant and get their ducks in a row for the upcoming season. You know, farmers come and go, you know, in and out of businesses. You know, one year they might take a couple years off, then they come back. But yes, we have over 2,000 certified SC members in the certified program, and we try and do a new ad campaign every year. Right now we're in the process of filming a new one. I'm very excited. It centers a lot around you know, farm to table. Right. So we're pushing that effort this year, and just trying to keep it fresh and new, and something that our farmers can take advantage of and utilize to help increase their sales is our ultimate goal. So.
Well, it's a big support, and we're grateful that y'all are doing your role in it, and it sounds like farming in South Carolina is thriving. Yeah, well, thanks Hickory Bluff for being a great member, one of our first members, I believe. So y'all been a great support of the program, and thank y'all for putting the signs out there and helping us get the word out. Well, it's an honor for us to be a part of it, so thank you for coming with us today. You're welcome, Karen. And we've enjoyed it. Thank you.
Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, PEARLtvsc. And enjoy all of the episodes of Proud to be a South Carolina Farmer. And don't forget to support the farmers in your community year-round.
In Carolina, 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 Carolina. Yeah.
Since 1991, Somerville Farmers Market has been a great tradition in historic downtown Somerville. Located at 200 South Main Street in First Citizens Bank parking lot behind Town Hall, the market showcases great varieties from local farmers and other vendors. There's something for everyone, including our four-legged friends. Enjoy some amazing live music, grab a bag of fresh popped kernel popcorn, or stop by our amazing food trucks. Get your shopping bags ready to go. Bring your family and friends to kick off the season. You can't beat a fun-filled day at the Somerville Farmers Market.
It's all about the bells and whistles, isn't it? Here at Stokes Honda North, we want to ensure that your ride is a more pleasurable one for you. It's true, some of these accessories are really just cosmetic additions to making your car look great. Naturally, we all want our car to look at its best. We also know comfort has to be a factor. That's important, right? But more importantly, some of these add-ons are truly necessary and can even help our car last much longer. We have so many accessories to offer for your new or used car here at Stokes Honda North. Our aim is to create that perfect look and feel for you. We'll always offer you those bells and whistles here at Stokes Honda North.
What sets Carolina Climate Control apart from other companies is each employee goes through a thorough screening process so we can ensure that we are sending qualified people to your home. Preventive maintenance is key, which is why we recommend 2 service visits per year. This ensures the lifespan of your equipment and also the comfort control. That's why we always take time to listen to our customers and answer them in great detail.
No matter what the climate, we control the comfort. Call Carolina Climate Control.